Boys and girls, I am so excited about studying informational books, and we're going to be on these for a solid month. And I just think this is such a great opportunity for you to learn how to train your brain in order to read an informational book. So the first thing that I want you to do is realize it's different. When you read an informational book, a nonfiction book, that's a different approach than reading a fiction book. So the way I want you to approach every nonfiction, every informational book that you read, I want you to kind of go through these steps, and you have them in your bookmark, so you'll be able to use them later today when you're looking at the book that I put in for you. So this is called power previewing. These are the steps that you take as adults do this when they read informational books. We don't even realize we do that, but we're breaking it down into smaller steps. So you're going to practice this today. First, I want you to be on the prowl for clues. What features stand out to you in this book? What's in bold? What just jumps out to you information-wise? Are there headings? Are there bold words? Are there certain photographs that really capture your interest? Next, I want you to pencil in just key information. You're not reading yet. You're like flipping, you're looking, you're browsing, you're taking a quick walk through. And you're saying, so what's this text about? How is it organized chapter-wise? Take a peek at the table of contents. Maybe look at the different headings. Kind of look through and see how, what is the key information. So first you're prowling, then you're penciling in. Next, you're gonna pry open your memory. What in this looks familiar? Have you seen before? Can you relate to? That you're like, oh wait, I think Mrs. Hernisen mentioned that. Or you know what, my dad and I were talking about that. And so you wanna make sure you pry open your memory. Jot down those things that look familiar to you. Next, personalize it. When you read, you're reading for interesting things. So what about this is interesting to you? It may not be the main idea. It may not be the most important thing, but personalize it. What's interesting to you? Next, I want you to make some predictions about what you will be learning about. Once you've looked at those text features and looked for key information and thought about what have you already learned about this and what is interesting to you, make a prediction about what you're going to be learning in this informational text. Then and only then do I want you to start reading. This is what you're going to practice today. And as a bonus, I want you to try to figure out what the text structure is of the book that I put in. So see how it's organized. Is it description? Is it cause and effect? Is it problem solution? Is it compare and contrast? Is it sequential? You want to be thinking about that. But go ahead, use your bookmark on the text that I put in today about the big cats, and do this first before you start reading. That's what good readers do with informational books.